No, turn that shit on. I don't see the chat live yet. Set this up. This thing is working. The phone's working, but is it up? Turn my headphones up. Turn my headphones up. Oh, I don't have the light on. Boom. Look. Welcome, Bow Betters. Let's see. My channel. Boom. Hey, there I go. There I go. Let's see. Welcome, Bow Betters. Let me move this so I can. Let me pop out the chat. Let me pop out the chat. We'll wait for some people to get on in. I'm still doing the slurping and the licking, even though this is my first beer, or second beer, sorry. It's just awkward, odd. Where you at, Michael Aher? Where you at? You owe me $100. I want my C-note. Cash only. No, PayPal's fine. PayPal's fine. You can send me a gift card, all right? Send me a gift card. Just joking. Oh yeah, I should wear that. That'd be a good idea. Let me wear that. Ruger Target. Oh yeah, do it this way. Boom. Boom. Yeah, man. Boom. No, dude, come on, man. Yeah, man. What's up? I got my chain on. My chain. Target. Oh, I got a target on me. My chain. What's my prediction? What's my prediction? Pain. This is goofy enough. Target on my chest. I got a target on my chest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put it on the target. Yeah. What's up? It's platinum. Flavor Flav. Yo, Chuck. You gotta do it right, man. Come on, Chuck. You gotta let us know what goes down. Bam, a big old target. Well, where's Michael Aher at? Boom. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. You know, got my platinum. It looks red, but it's painted platinum. Big target on my chest. Where's that 6'9" guy at? Knock his head over with my chain. So heavy, I'll kill that kid. Take all his stuff. Chains, his grill, his car, and his girlfriend. Alright, I'm live, but I'm alone. Yeah, only like 2 people watch my stream is what Ranj predicted. Let's see if Raj is actually the first person to come in. Does anyone know? Let's see. Come on, people. Conversational one. Again. Come on, it's working. I don't want to like stop it and then start it again, folks. But it looks like that might need to be the case. Don't do that licking. Ugly tongue. Michael Laher always watches this afterwards. He's probably at a show right now, smoking cigarettes. Or weed. I was busy earlier, people. Come on. Come on, baby, baby, come on. Yeah, I can't schedule lives, guys. Unfortunately, my phone is unable to do it. Can't do it on the computer. Doing that tongue thing. So when I'm live, you gotta join me. But I gotta be productive, keep the act moving, but I feel like I'm talking to myself. And soon there will only be none. Let me go get another beer. In the meantime, I need some music. Man, wearing this chain is heavy, man. It's hard wearing a chain like this. It's a Target, though. I could walk around with a Target. What they're gonna do? What they're gonna do? They don't even know. It hits and it sparks off. They have to worry about other stuff. The Christian hustle. It could be Christian hustle. Maybe it's... Oh man, nobody's here. Nobody's here and I know it's working. Fuck, people. Well, I only have 188 subscribers. I'm close to 200. Maybe if I win some bets, I'll be over 200 this weekend. Who knows? I doubt it. Doing my tongue thing. Where's Israel? Where's Andrew? Where's Jojo? Here, let me grab this and tell Jojo I'm fucking live. Been live for fucking 10 minutes now. All right. So at least maybe get Joey in the chat. He might be busy at work. I understand people do work, right? I get it. I get it. You got jobs, you have lives, you have family, and you've already heard all this shit. Heard it from me, and you heard it from Raj, and you heard it from Manpreet. You heard it from Clint. You heard it from, who did I watched earlier. I watched Jack in Attack. Hey, there they go. They're finally here. The Sobsics are here. Man, it took you long enough. Did you guys see my new chain? Check out my new chain, man. What's up with that? Where you at, 6ix9ine? Where you at, 6ix9ine? Give me your shit. I'm gonna get your shit with this, boy. Nah, Diego lost that fight. Yeah, Diego. No, he looked horrible, but coming off of COVID, which Sadiq Youssef is also going to be coming off of COVID. Yeah, gotta let me turn my headphones up. Actually, I don't have my headphones. Let me raise my seat up so you can see my chain. This thing's so old, the hydraulics ain't even working anymore. Diego had a chance. He broke this dude's knee. Broke this dude's knee. Yeah, this is my new chain. It's like it's wanting him or faking him. It's like, I'll trade this. No, this is the Sterling chain. I'm telling you, I'll break his head with this thing and take that chain too. Him and 6ix9ine. Gah! I don't know how Rampage does it, if he has like real chains, which I think he does, or they could be hollow, because this thing's very uncomfortable. Even it being lighter or maybe the same weight, probably heavy, because this is a target. I got a target on me, guys. But you know how it is when you wear that big old steel on you, Aljo's chain. This shit is definitely hollow. Aljo's going to lose it. Jan is going to take that chain away from him. No chili dogs allowed. Did you see what Jan is like minus 400? If not more? Is that line wide or what? What do you guys think? Is that line wide? Is Jan deserving of that number? Same with not Volkanovski, but Alex. Where is he at? Where is he? Ooh. The other Alex against Chung Young Sung. No, he's fucking damn. The other Alex he's minus 500. They're giving the Korean Zombie no chance. Sterling sub. Yeah, I bet the Sterling. He's going to try. He's going to get his... Dude, you watched that piece on Peter Yan is minus 400. If you take Peter Yan, Khamzat Chimaev, and Chang Young-sun, you get the that's not... Oh, no. Oh, not Chang Young-sun. I want to take Chang Young-sun. But Alex Volkanovski, you only get the minus 113. Zombie burned me a little bit in that one fight. I mean, he disappointed, but I think there were like other circumstances. I had not argument, but there were differences. Here, let me put the camera somehow so you guys can see the chain and stuff. I gotta be able to like show off my chain. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, like Ortega. Yeah, that dude. You know how much money I lost? I was all on Zombie. And Zombie still has a lot of shit going. Yeah, the website. Actually, I don't like the way that looks. I'm going to put it back up. Yeah, the website said Ortega. Fucking Brian got me on that one, didn't he? Son of a bitch. The website said Ortega. It did. Got Ortega. How about Wayne's website last week? That website did pretty good, huh? Like, Wayne was killing it with that website. Like, they picked, like, one fight wrong. I mean, I think a lot of that could be, I don't know who was doing the website. We probably know who. It's probably a YouTuber. They probably have a YouTube and an Instagram as well. And they made some good calls. and everybody's going to make some good calls, but we all know all those things. In fact, I heard, you know, yeah, Manpreet and he had his guests. I forget it was Andrew something, where they were discussing it, and they were talking about. Well, I don't really care about the purchasing thing, but we all know that who bets Barboza? Well, I bet Barboza, and I bet him again live because I thought he was going to be able to, like, I thought he was going to be able to fend off the takedowns at the end there, but after getting one, I thought he was going to be able to get back up. You know, this dude looked a little winded. But Barboza just didn't do anything. Like, he was just content to stay there. I'm going to take off the chain, guys. Actually, no, let me put it on for a little bit. Actually, no, I'll take the chain off. I got to find where's the other piece? I won't lose it. I won't lose it. Oh, there it is. S-rings here. Yo, Aljo, I'll bet my chain versus yours, bro. My chain's heavier, man. I'll bet my chain versus you, man. I got real steel here, baby. This isn't that A51 S25 steel. This is that other type of steel that you can melt this down, make some real shit rather than your chain. I miss you too, Joy. Everything went okay, I think, today. We'll see if I pass all the tests and everything goes through, man, and you'll be hating me soon. You know? But maybe I'll be living better because not only am I making money, I'll be getting those Brian bets, and I'll be getting getting blowjobs in the washrooms, and man, it's gonna be awesome. We'll have some chili dogs. Rock the chain. Okay, I'll put the chain back. The thing's heavy. It's heavy, bro. Let me rock it again. Let me put on the chain. It's heavy though, man. It's got weight. You know, you can't be messing around with this thing. This thing is like heavy. You know, dudes want to flex, but they don't know. MCs act like they don't know. MCs act like they don't know. Boom, 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 boom. Is that better? No, I'm not drunk at all, bro. This is like, I'm having my third beer. This is just me after one. You know how it, Brian, you know how I get even after, ask Wayne, even after one beer, the tap has been lifted, you know? Everything changes. I'm not drunk at all. I always been drunk before, I admit it. You know, this is not even intoxicated. I'm on like beer 2, you know? I'm trying to get drunk. I'm already rushing to get drunk. I don't think they'll let me bring in the chain to the casino. This thing can really hurt somebody. You hit somebody over the head with it. It's a weapon for sure. Hey, but it's Roberto, you know. You know how we do. It's a target on my chest, but that's all right. What I'll do is I'll make a fake one with Bout Better on it. I'm going to make a fake Bout Better chain. I think that's a good idea. And I'll wear it when I do these live streams. Like a big chain, like with something that's lighter. Because this really, like, I can feel it on my neck. So I don't understand how, like, because Rampage goes in there with the real chain. You know what I mean? Brian likes my version of The Rock. I don't even think I do a very good one. I wish I had. They look like the eyebrows. My girl loves The Rock, man. She like starts to hum as when she sees The Rock. She goes, She makes noises when she sees The Rock. I think I look a little more like Emerald. I look like the ref that was in Eagle FC. That's what I look like. So who are we on? Do we want to talk about MMA guys, or are we just going to talk I don't know. I don't know what we can do. Like I said, I could always like get online and talk to people. It's like talking to them at the bar. This is basically like the bar. It's better than the bar because I don't like most of the people at the bar. I haven't been there. Actually, I've been there in a while. I've been there in a bit. But yeah, it's hard wearing this thing. It's a few pounds. I like this. It's from Ruger, even though it's a title. Oh, ow. Joey's Lock, man. Joey's Lock is I mean, he's just overvalued. You know, Trevin Jones, you saw, he came in with the blonde hair. He's thicker. He's got a lot more experience. I do like Javid Basharat, right? I do like the guy. My faults on him is that he does a lot of, hands down, great movement, which will be great against Trevin Jones. It's in the apex though, right? We're in the apex tomorrow, guys, which is going to hurt him, right? So he can't dance around as much. You know, Basharat is quick, you know, quickness kills, but Trevin Jones is still smart. I mean, he's a little slower. Now, I like Trevin Jones, and I've bet Trevin Jones before, but this guy Javid, I'm hoping that he is the and he's a good parlay piece. And here's where I argue it is. He's not so. He stayed at minus 150. He didn't fluctuate. He stayed at that price tag. Everybody's still dumped in a lot of money on Trevin Jones, but there are a lot of people still backing Javid Basharat. So, as a parlay piece, and that's why I did the round robins. I think he's still really good. I think he has better movement, a more diverse skill set, right? Both defensively and offensively. It has, even though Trevin Jones grappling, I don't care if you have a brown belt, if you can't actualize or demonstrate that belt in the octagon. No, I watched the fight today. I watched something on YouTube things I was watching on, like it was on Kung Fu, the old Jet Ji guy versus an old Wing Chun master, and the argument was, are they actually displaying what their skills were? And I would have to say yes. Like right away, the master just smacked the kid, right? He smacked the guy to disorientate him, right? And it was a quick, small, slight strike. And then he followed it up with some good, all his punches, as you could see him, they weren't full, they were boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? They're like a different style, right? A different way of hitting that still worked in a street fight. We do this for the streets. I'm in there in the streets, man. Can't you tell? Got my chain from somebody. We're over there on 26th Street. Get on 26th Street, bring a taco and a tamale, and don't bring it to the bang gang bang. Ese, don't you know I'm loco? Can I wear the chain? They made me. I might be able to wear it to a restaurant. Oh, it will make me a target, you know, because I'm literally a target. But I feel a little bit like a target this weekend when you throw your picks out there and you put it all in public. That's okay. I don't think anybody's really come at me. Some people have come at me hard, and that's all right. You know, I've mentioned it in the streams before. I feel like, you know, I want to have accountability, and I would feel bad, even if my all favorite parlay picks loses, I would feel bad. I wouldn't say like, fuck it, I finally picked the all favorites. You know, what do you guys expect? What are you guys doing? What is everybody else doing? Like, who else picked Santos? Who picked Thiago Santos? On what website? Who do you know picked Thiago Santos? Right? A lot of people are on Trevin Jones. A lot of people are on Drew Dober. A lot of people are on Alex Caceres. Which is funny because I was on Alex Caceres by sub last time and nobody was on him. And now everybody thinks he's a sub guy. But see, here's the trick, guys, that you don't get. That sub doesn't work on everybody. It ain't going to work on Sodiq Youssef. Right? It ain't going to work on him. The matchups still matter. It's the skill sets and the matchup. It's 1 and 2. It's not just like, oh man, you know, Caceres. Caceres is not a sub guy, right? Caceres is actually a striker that learned submission skills, and because that's why I like Caceres. The guy is developed, but I think Sadiq Youssef is also developing the website. Oh no, Brian, no. Yeah, but you could go with those websites. I mean, do you bet on the websites, or do you actually bet for yourself? Do you actually think of what we say, the website, and then actually make a decision for yourself, or do you just go on the website? Right? Or, if you do that, that's fine. I don't mind that. I don't mind. I never harp on anyone for what their gambling is. I never will. Except just blindly. You just oh, I like the odds. They were minus 700. I'm going to throw them in my parlay. That stuff I don't like. Or I'm going to bet them by finish because it's minus 700. That's a good question. You know why Ankalaev Magomedov is by finish is it still plus 100? Yeah. Is because the pace could be slow. Right? Thiago might have enough defensive abilities to keep away from Ankalaev, and Ankalev's going to be patient, hopefully. Yeah. It doesn't matter who it is, Jojo. He does. People do research. Other people do research, but I'm not assuming that because Ankalaev Magomedov is at minus 625 that he's going to win this. Right? I can't if I just looked on paper or do what my girlfriend does. Oh, he looks good. Look at that guy. He's so chiseled up. Little skinny guy will still fuck him up, or the fat guy will fuck him up. Right? We're betting skill sets and the number and the opponent. Right? If the fat guy can't grapple, a la Hardy, he's gonna get fucked up. Even though he's a bigger, meaner black guy. I'm with the big black, scary black dude. Doesn't work that way. Now I'm sending stuff that people are like, we don't like you, Roberto, you're racist. That's why they were smart on. Here's the interesting thing. Hear me out, Brian and JoJo, since only us three here. That in that main event, even though Ankalaev Magomedov is a minus 625 fucking favorite, right? He's a minus 625 favorite. The fight is set at over 3.5. It's not set at over. The over/under is not set at 1.5, right? And he's only by finish at plus 100, right? With the TKO being plus 110. All right, what's the lock, Brian? What's the lock? Hey, Jojo, this is good for your practice. So, this way here. Yeah, it's a trap. Yeah, man, there's some treacherous areas here. I don't know. I still like the Ankalaev at plus 100. Ankalaev hits hard, but you like that, Brian? Brian, enjoy that. Whoa, wow. Messing up my Gucci case. My Gucci weighs a ton. My Gucci glasses on. Al won again. What did he win? Al's hot, man. He's on that basketball. A lot of people are on basketball right now. Basketball is the thing to bet. And I didn't even do the research on this whole card. I watched no footage on the guy that's facing Schmelzberger. Actually, I saw most of these fights. I just need to be refreshed in it. Right? I've watched a JT Aldrich fight before with Jillian Robertson. There was very little footage on Cody Brundage. But still, I didn't like Brundage. and the line's coming down, which is cool. I'm avoiding Chris Mutino and Guido Canetti. People are saying take Guido Canetti round 1 or by KO. Not happy with that. Canetti by KO, actually by finish is plus 325. Him in round 1, if you're adventurous, is plus 700. That might be one of the better dog lines, but I ain't playing it, or I ain't looking at that. The guy's like 42 years old and a lightweight, a badass motherfucker. I mean, come on. Damon Jackson is now the favorite. He was the like plus 150 underdog at the start of this, because he just he gets beat up like for a round and a half, and then he just like turns it over. He gets, and he's always dangerous for a submission. So the line, I'm surprised. One of the most lines I'm most surprised at is this line between Trevin Jones and Javid Basharat that just has held. Right? So that means that it's been the most divisive. And this is something I wish they would show, and I think they do on some of the other betting sites. They show the betting volume. Like, I really wish I could see the betting volume on these fights, and even on the like horse racing, where you could see how many people are picking the parlays, how many are on the straight line, that you could see all those statistics, because I think that would be really cool. I picked Miranda Maverick in a parlay, but I really wish that I didn't, because I'm liking that Sabino Mazo line all day. After seeing the size difference, even though she can't fucking take a takedown, if this were a bigger octagon, I would be all over it. So I'm going to live with it. So, I mean, but, the line between Tefan Nichuki and a lot of the money is coming in right now on Asma Mazakhanov. Lots of money is coming in on that guy. And look at where AJ Fletcher is now. Schmelsberger was like a minus 300 fighter at the beginning of the week. He's minus 200. So everybody's jumping on AJ Fletcher. Another fight I'm happy that stayed consistent, because I'm on the Sodiq Yusuff side, is that bout with, and actually it moved up a little bit, like 5 points. Like, so Sodiq Yusuff still at like minus 250, like 15 points. It was like minus 2. When I bet it, it was minus 235. So, that Bruno Silva. Wait, Galen, let me get there. Jojo, shit, Brian, let me get there. Shit, man. No, I'm on a Pieta. Did you see the size difference between those two? And that Pieta line went down, only went down like 8 points. I mean, Bruno Silva is a tough guy to knock out, but he has been knocked out before on the smaller circuit. He's not going to grapple. And I know you guys expect him to grapple. He's not going to grapple. And that size difference, just huge, huge. And you have Glover Teixeira in his corner. So I don't know what you guys are thinking. You guys over there on Envoy Air is just, you guys be flying around living that jet set life. We really don't understand the grind, all right? Yeah, Yusuff had bad COVID, just like, but he was very honest about it and mentioned it. But yeah, he was coming off COVID, which is not a good thing. I mean, Alex Caceres is healthy. I like the way Alex still looked. Alex has a slight reach advantage. But if Yusuff comes in with his normal power, I think he wins that outright. And I think he finishes him. And that's the only, out of all my parlay bets and all the bets, prop bets that I think are still okay, that Sodiq by finish at plus 175 is still decent. And him by TKO is still plus 185. So you just take the plus 175 finish. I think you could do it. Him by decision is plus 130. That's not bad either, right? So, but yeah, he is coming off, and he had bad COVID. But he did it the right way. Apparently, he recovered the correct way. It is what it is. Blame China. Just like you blame Biden for the gas prices. The government doesn't control the gas prices, that the chemical companies do. Shell Oil, Chevron, you know? Like, if we started to, you know where the government controls the gas prices? In socialist and communist countries, in places like Mexico, right? And Canada. You know, like every station, there's two types of gas stations in Mexico. There's Pemex, and what's the other one? Forget the other gas station, but that's it. They're government owned. Telmex, it's government owned telecom internet. Most people don't know the difference between what a socialist country is, democracy or communist. In fact, most people want a communist country, which is not going to happen, hopefully. So now I'm catching up. Got 3 beers in. It's only me and the sob sacks. Brian, what is the actual genuine pick you got on this card? What's your best pick? Santos by sub. I think that was like plus 1,200. Santos by submission at plus 3,300. That is a big number. Hey, Jojo, Bruno by sub. No. Hey, guys, hit the like button. It does matter. Like, some people might come in if they see it, or at least friends of yours. Bruno by sub. Man, that's meaty. Plus 1,600. That's still not as meaty as Thiago Santos by sub. And that's a big number. Usually when you have no chance, you're at the like plus 1,100, plus 1,300. They're basically saying that he's not going to even try it, and I agree with that. Like, a lot of people think that Bruno Silva's going to come in and grapple. No, a Thai boxer. But we saw, like, Brian, we'll mention again your boy. Like, nobody expected this dude to grapple last time, right? Like, nobody expects things like that. But people develop, people change, and you come up with a game plan. Pieta probably, maybe he's got some grappling defense, but he hasn't faced anybody that is a genuine wrestler, genuine MMA threat. Like, he has 6 MMA fights in his career, and they all set him up. They set him up with the best possible people that he could beat. And in this fight, man, I just don't that reach. That's why Bruno Silva, Alex Pieta chose Bruno Silva. He has a huge height advantage, huge reach advantage, and the legs, right? If you could, I think you take Bruno by the TKO plus 215. The finish is the same. Take Bruno. Don't take him on the money line, because he ain't gonna outpoint Pieta in a kickboxing match. No way. Either he could finish him at plus 210, and Pieta's line at minus 157 is just ridiculous. His line, I think the Song Yadong line is more disrespectful and just inappropriate. So where's that line? Yeah, Song Yadong to finish minus 121, and the TKO is minus 115. It's like, man, you mean Anikleev, who is on a 6-fight win streak, who's at minus 625, is giving plus 100. You couldn't give Song Yadong the plus number? It's just ridiculous. I didn't see JoJo. Are you guys on? You guys at work? You guys watching this on the big screen? Which is good. It's all right. We don't have a lot of beer in us yet, and we can talk about anything. We can talk about it. Talk about it. What time you guys at the casino tomorrow? It says 3 p.m. Jojo, you think I still should bet on Jillian Robertson? Her number dropped big time. And Aldridge is one of the best dogs on this card. Clean these. I might start on the next training shift on the 28th is when I might start training. It's like a 4-week training, I guess, over there at that same building. And I got some good word, Brian, is that I have a friend that pretty much is an idiot, and he made it through the training, so I feel confident. You know, as long as I make it there, I feel confident I'm going to make it through the training. Because if my friend can make it, then this guy truly is an idiot. And he's a good guy, but, you know, he's a handy. No, he made it. And then I had another friend that worked in that. They worked for Hudson. Do you know that one, Brian? Hudson. Baggage handle. They do the same sort of the same thing, and they do it for like a different group of airlines and shit like that. And one of my friends that made it there, and he quit after like 6 months. He just quit. But for whatever, he went to Puerto Rico, but whatever. I mean, it was like this guy. I'm surprised he made it through it, because I if you show up, you pass. Well, hopefully. That could have changed. There's all this computer tests and... I think 4 weeks training is pretty cool. Because most jobs I get into or have, they give you like less than a week's training, bro. You get like days training. Like where I'm at now at Marshall's, they gave me like 1 day training. They didn't even give me like any training on any of their systems at all. Like you just have to learn it on the job. Just learn it. You know, it was literally 1 day training, how to use their handhelds, cash register, their process, like, and not even a full day. Not even a full shift. Like, they give you a couple hours. And you got to just, you know, they just feed you right in the fire. Which I don't mind either. So, but I understand, like, this place is, you know, you got to give some people some better training. There's got to be a lot more variables. A lot more shit can happen. So, yeah, I don't know how you've made it, Brian. I mean, you can't remember your own fucking, date of birth and shit, and you're able to pass the driving test, and you can't drive for shit. Fucking crash. You've been crashing since you had play school cars. You know, you had a little motorized electronic vehicle, you broke it. You had a bicycle for training wheels forever, and you broke the training wheels. Don't know how you did it. But you did it, so I could do it too. We're going to pass it all. Hopefully I made it through the drug test and they don't figure it out that I've been murdering people and harboring people down here for the past 20 years, and I have a bunch of bodies buried in underground here. But they will never know. Dead men tell no tales. Neither are dead women. Actually, that's not true, but they tell a lot of things. Nobody else came in. It's just the Sobaks and us. Where's JoJo? I stayed quiet. Need some participation from you guys because I'm not reading off of a script right now. Right? We could talk about whatever. Where's everybody? They're probably at the MMA holes. You guys want to talk about the next week's bouts? I like that bout between Jack Shore and Timur Ivaliev. Arnold Allen, Dan Hooker, what a bout. Arnold Allen's a beast. He beat Sadiq Youssef. So I'm not drunk, guys. I'm just on beer number 3. We count them out. Where's Michael Leher? Is anybody still here? Are you guys still here? If you're still here, please mention something in the chat, or else I'm going to drop this shit. No point of having a discussion of, one, embarrassing myself in front of other people. I don't see a number. And I guess there's 2 watching. We're going to see, guys, we're going to see each other tomorrow. We don't have to talk to each other today. Hopefully, Brian, are you going to be able to make it tomorrow? Are you coming up? Are you going to someplace special with the girlfriend? Where are you going to go? Let us know. Let me know where you went. Where are you going to go? So I could do a review on it. We know where JoJo's going after the casino. Well, give me a review of that. Actually, yeah, sure, give me a review. We need to know. Fans want to know. My house, my brother will be here. We could hang out maybe. I don't know. Try to convince him to be as cool as you guys are as brothers. We'll figure it out. We'll be early enough. But sometimes when people come to my house, they don't leave. That's Michael Leher knows that. He wants to come here and not leave. We're burying him. He wants to come here. I'll help him. I'll be nice to him. You guys are welcome here, Brian. We'll figure out a good Bears game. BC Dave, what's up, baby? How's the end of the year pow? You guys still getting some good snow over there, Dave? Your leg's feeling good. Your dog is looking huge and healthy. Hopefully you don't lose a lot of money this weekend betting all dogs, but I like that you round robined it, or at least Ron's did. Thanks for joining, BC Dave. I only had 2 people in, and I mean, I don't know if you have any questions. BC Dave does well for himself. I mean, I like the way BC Dave carries himself in his gambling decisions. He doesn't seem like he's like, I'm swayed by people. You know, like I'll listen to this person or that person. Oh my God, they got good snow. Oh my goodness. I bet. Because the rest of the world's turning. Well, fortunately, that area of your world is doing really well. Because supposedly the rest of the world is warming up and getting snow, or a lot of places are getting snow that shouldn't have snow. Do they have a glacier over there, BC Dave? Are you able to like ski some part of that area in Revelstoke year round? You're in Revelstoke, right? They had probably a good base of snow everywhere. I didn't snowboard this year. I didn't snowboard last year. I haven't snowboarded in like 3 years. I had a good time last time I snowboarded. I was with a damn ass good snowboarder, had fun. I couldn't jump that high, I couldn't do certain rails and shit like that, but wow, are you kidding me? Wow, that is awesome, dude. And so you have like the spring season where you're in your t-shirt and you're over there with your skis, just chilling out, your sunglasses. You turn into a brown man, BC Dave, is what you're saying. You get darker than me. Even BC Dave gets darker than me. He gets tanned. He's over there with that aluminum foil thing as he's skiing. Yo, baby. Oh, that'd be so funny to film and see. Just your sunglasses, and you're in your shorts, a Hawaiian shirt. Just like with that, you know what I'm talking about? That platter that people used to put on front of their face, like that dog collar weird thing, and just ski around with it. You don't need it because, of course, the sun's off of reflecting off the snow. But man, that would be awesome. Good, you must be, I mean, even though you're drinking, you must be, your legs, your lower body must be in great shape. Your legs must be, everything must be good. Dave, you know what you should be doing, brother? Like up on the hills is just like maybe a little beer talk, or like like a soft run to a beer talk or a little smoke break. Show your favorite cave you're like nobody knows this little cave, and you take a little smoke break, or you carry a beer and you do like a beer review of like something that you get, that's not easily found in Canada, or that is Canadian. You'd be like, hey, and then you have your cup there. You take your plastic cup out, and you're in the cave, and you talk to people, and it's a nice secret spot. Something like that would be cool. Because I used to do shit like that when I was at Kirkwood Mountain Resort. Look up Kirkwood in Tahoe, and I worked there. And there were like all these little secret spots that weren't so secret because everybody would come, and once you were in there, of course, you meet other people, would be awesome. But I mean, just something like that would be really, really cool. I mean, look at other types of content. I love this MMA content. Like I like that. Dave, what do you guys think of the fern birds? I love them. It's a simple voice. I love those guys. And then I like what I'm seeing all other places, but 9,600 centimeters. Damn, that's pretty insane. Dave, do you have a snowmobile or a snowcat? And I think if I lived out there, I would try to own one. Shit, but then I barely have a car here or a truck. I have a truck. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Great. Wow, it's that expensive, huh? Oh yeah, yeah, it is. I bet. I love the idea of Hot Springs Dog Diaries. I love that idea. Or even some mountain walks. Like I could watch somebody that's intelligent. Like I watched somebody that's too political out there in Canada, and his channel blew up, of course, during the Ottawa thing, and he didn't want to acknowledge that his shit blew up. His content was really, everybody. He got a lot of views. He got a lot of views. Um, yeah, you get your turns for cheap, but you buy a season pass, or if you already know the back country a little bit, you put up your truck and you hike it up, yeah, and it's even better, and you get that experience. I had that backcountry experience. I've had that life where we drive to some place and we already knew our path and uh, set it out and let people know that we were going there and had not crazy hikes, not like nothing brutal, but had some pretty big hikes and it'd be fun, it'd just be fun, even though it weren't like, I would admit it wasn't as challenging as the resort runs, but they were free. They took longer and the views were better and the runs were better. Like there was nothing there for there. So if you're able to get like cheap turns, I mean, man, I imagine right now in Canada with the inflation, what went on there and what's going on everywhere here. And nothing's cheap. Nothing's cheap. Nothing's cheap. And you know what? Everything is sacred, but everything is also shareable, right? Like it has no meaning unless people share in it and are able to partake of it, in my opinion. Wow. Oh, how do you get the gondola? Oh, on the gondola access. Yeah, or yeah, you get the gondola from your pass, right? And then there's yeah, you already know it, Dave. You're like me. When I lived in Kirkwood, I worked there, so it was best for me to stay on country, and I didn't always want to go back country because it was time consuming, right? Like I could literally just stay, and then all my friends or everybody was staying on the resort. But oh yes, hike from the resort. Yes, yeah, we had the resort pass. Yes, hike from the resort. Yeah, that's what I did. Would hike from the resort, go to these spots, but getting back was a little time consuming. So yeah, yeah, I'm not familiar with that area that well, Revelstoke. Dave, I was in Canada. What were the two prime in BC where they had the Olympics? Not just the other two primary small resorts, Mount Seymour, and then the other place in Victoria, and there's another one in Vancouver as well. We're just outside of Vancouver, I think, because I think Mount Seymour is Mount Seymour technically in Coquitlam, and then there's another one there that's in the vicinity, but they're only like 20 minutes. Cypress. There's a Cypress in Canada, and I think there's a Cypress in BC as well. I could be wrong. I could be going to Cypress so long. No, it was because the Cypress reminded me of Sierra at Tahoe. There's a place called Sierra at Tahoe. It's awesome, inexpensive, small resort, but the terrain was just fantastic, and so I always remember that place very well. And then Cypress is the same way. Like when Cypress had a lot of snow, fucking awesome. Seymour was bigger. Cypress had more trees, more tree runs, smaller, but more fun. This is me. Yes, Israel, but I still accept PayPal. It's going to be a while. I don't start, and we'll see what happened. The other guys are here. The Sobaks are here. It's not completely official, right? Like, I haven't passed the drug analysis nor the security clearances, but at least I was offered a job and I signed for one. But you know how that goes. I could sign it. In Israel, I was mentioning to these guys that if Israel can pass, and my other guys, they said if you just show up, you pass. I hope that's the case. But I was saying, I told them what you said. I told them our friend, if our friend could pass all those tests, I fail them, then I'm really fucked. Then I'm really screwed. If I can't, I get it. Maybe they changed, but if our friend could pass them, I think I should be able to do okay. And I just wish these guys, Yeah, BC, Dave. I mean, if I were over there, I wouldn't mind sleds, right? I wouldn't mind the sleds. I wouldn't mind, you know, like I'm all into technology or all into even surfing guys are using like now winches, like snowboarding winches. I have no problem with having fun on flat ground with technology or something like that. You know what I mean? It's great to have real mountain vertical. It's great to have vertical. Right? I just miss it. I miss it, and that's why like I'm discussing with my friends BC Dave. We're going to come out to BC. Hopefully, I can still enter the country because I lived illegally in Canada for 8 years. So when I left, they told me to never come back. Basically, you're going to be put on a non-list, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. I have a child there, and uh, you know, they were like saying that, so I need to test that, and I'll test it first over here in Detroit border to see if I could get in, just walking by once I have my passport, and then we're coming out there, BC Dave. I'm coming to Revelstoke. I used to have Revelstoke on my snowboard. I've never been there. And one day I want to see my kid again. So we're going to go. And I want to see my friends there. I have Canadian friends. Oh, I'm going to be fine, Dave. I'm going to be fine. I have friends in Canada. I got you. You're not going to close the door on me. I'm going to bring beer. I'm going to bring you some smokes. I'm going to bring you a nice bottle of California wine. Right? I'm going to bring you a couple bottles of California wine we're going to share together. Or American wine. Or American liquor. So you're not closing the door on me. You might kick me out after the next morning, but you're going to let me in at first. We're going to make sure I get it. You're going to let me in. I have the bottles. You're like, yes, homie, we're in. Maybe at the end of the night, you might be kicking me out. Like, Roberto, you got to go to a hotel. But you're going to let me in. Yeah, I hope to come and visit, man. That's the whole point of me moving this job transition. And I'm going to teach my friends over here how really to travel. Even with our schedule, it's like, I'm going to try to make it like we do it. You do it good, like you just don't go to like Ohio or Vegas, right? Like you make it out to try to see BC Dave. You try to go to Toronto, or you try to go to, our friend went to Hawaii, which is a great idea. Or go to Bahamas, right? Go to goddamn Dominican Republic. If you have all these options that are within distance, go to Cuba. Can we go to Cuba? I think we could go to Cuba right now. I know the Canadians could go to Cuba and go to Cuba. BC, we'll try to do our best to get out there. So is it just, do I still have the Sobaks in here? Brian and Jojo, are you guys still in the chat? It's okay, because actually I'd never talked to BC Dave, and I don't talk to Israel. Israel, what are your picks this weekend? Share your picks, bro. Israel doesn't, I don't know if he gambles or not, but he definitely has good picks. Or maybe he's gone. We already know BC Dave's. Dave's on a lot of dogs. I don't know about this card as a dog card, bro. I didn't bet it that way. I did not bet this card as a dog card. Like I put all favorites in my shit. The only dog I'm betting is McKinney so far. And the only dog that I regret not grabbing sooner is JJ Aldrich, which I probably would have done when she was like plus 200, but now she's only plus 105. 7 dogs. Let's go over his dogs. I think he's on. He better not be on Guido Canetti. He might be. I don't know. Like, oh, Trevin Jones. He's on Trevin Jones. He's got to be on Mazzo. You're on. He's probably. I think he's on AJ Fletcher. Are you on Caceres? Is he on Caceres? He's on Terrence McKinney. If you're on Marlon Mariah, so he's man, you crazy. Marlon's number, yeah, maybe 7 dogs. That's only 3. Khalil Roundtree is only a plus 105. I mean, are you on Bruno Silva? See, I would have done something completely. I wouldn't have been on 7 dogs. No way. That's a lot. Even on a money line, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. That's just like, I like Trevin Jones. I think out of all those, the best one and the smartest one is Mazu Sabina, and I know a lot of people disagree with me, and I'm on Miranda Maverick, but that size different, man. And if she's training with Glover for a little bit, so if she does her thing, I'm probably stunting. You just put. Yeah, dude, Dave, I like that Sabina Mazzo, but I'm a little buzzed now. I've caught up to everybody. I had like 4 beers. Sabina Mazzo, Fletcher, and just McKinney is plus 2,700, man. Damn, that's a dog parlay right there. You know what I mean? Just 3. Exactly. Just stick them in the 3. Just stick them in the 3, or you don't even have to round. You can round robins them, or just play it smart with the 3. I mean, yeah, Jackson, yeah, the JJ. I like those. I'm not on those. I don't want to. There's no way I want anything to do with even the Jackson fight, Damon Jackson, Kurt Kamala fight. I want nothing to do with that. And I'm not on Trevin Jones. But AJ McKinney, Roundtree, yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with that McKinney. Everyone's telling me that Roundtree's a favorite, a lock, all this other shit. I don't want anything to do with that bout. I don't want to do anything to do with it. I'm already, like, I got my neck out enough. $2 pays 20K? No, maybe 2K. 20 pays, how much pays 2K? 100 pays 2K on one of those. Unless you make a 6 play, you make it a 6-part play, and then even the $2 doesn't work it that way. That's still very expensive and very, it doesn't matter. For $2, I don't have the option of $2 bets. Dave, I never knew you to play so many dogs. I didn't think this was a dog card. That's why I think disagree with you and Ranj playing so many dogs. I thought that's why I played the round robins, and I'm glad Ranj did. with his dogs or even with his favorites, I thought that this is a favorite card, just like last card. Like how many dogs won last week? Was it 2 or 3? Oh, I can't even make a 13-5 parlay. Andrew's in the house. We got the Aussie. What are who does those walks? Is it the Kiwis or your Aborigines that has to go and do those journeys just like our natives do? AJ Terrence, 2Ks pays 20K. Andrew, man, you got that 2K, homie. He's making some Al kind of bets over here. Chris, are you serious, Chris Mutino? Are you nuts? Andrew, you know why you're losing that bet? Is because Chris Mutino's not gonna. I would not want to look at that fight and have my shit on Chris Mutino. I like the AJ Fletcher. I like the Terrence McKinney. I would have avoided that Chris Mutino fight. I mean, I think that Guido Canetti can knock him out. What was the round 1 prop? Why didn't you just put, if you got 2K, you could have just made a 2-pick, right? I myself with the 2-pick, my best 2-pick. Let me hold on here. My computer's stalling. I already know my 2-pick. Can you guys hear me? Everybody else is doing the square parlay too. It's Song Yadong and Anaklev, which is horrible at this point. Not any value. You know, I did it on Monday. Damn, 2K to pay 20K, man. Andrew, good luck, brother. That sounds good. Thank you, BC Dave. I'm going to keep doing the live. Don't be a target. Be the shooter. Yeah, that's the toilet going. Andrew, you make a point. That is a good point. We've seen that he is super durable, right? But what offensive output have we seen him do? Like, we know that Canetti is good for 1 round. He's good at gas. I mean, Sugar, he was afraid. So, but what are we to do there? Did I lose? I think I lost one of the Strobricks. Andrew here. Andrew, it always ends up just being a conversation between me and you, which I'm down with, but we could do just Zoom. What do you think of the chain, Andrew? It's a Target. It's actually a Target, but so was a chain, right? If I had a chain, if it was gold, I see these guys out there. I want to take their shit too. Elite Sugar. I'm not gonna call it that way, but the guy got beat up. They took a beating of a lifetime. Are you kidding me, Andrew? Come on. I don't beat my meat that hard. you gotta use some other things. But I like that parlay, and I like that you know, yes. Okay, I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you. He was cherry picked, and Guido was cherry. You mean Guido was cherry picked, right? Yes, yes, yeah. I agree with you. That fight that he had with um, Sugar is going to be marketable. They've already pushed him, right? Even though he lost, they pushed him, right, on the footage. They pushed his zombiness, and so I have to agree with that a little bit, but that doesn't sway my betting because I'm not on that fight at all. Not even for the minus 150, dude. He's the same price as my boy Javid Basharat, who has like a 10 times more skill. Although he's fighting somebody that is 10 times better. Right? I mean, that might beat him, but still, as far as the skill set goes, I mean, like, I bet skill sets too, man. Andrew, I just can't look at the numbers all the time. Yeah. Yeah, but Cater wasn't dangerous at any point in that bout. He was never dangerous, and neither was Motino. Sugar was just afraid to lose. That's just my opinion, but I just didn't see, and I'm not impressed with you. I mean, like, I know he has a horrible ground game, even though he's trained primarily. And his loyalty hurts him, and I think his party lifestyle hurts him. I'm a partier, it's obvious, but I'm not out there, I'm not a professional athlete. Try to be a professional person somewhat, but I've been hurt by that, right? And I know it hurts him, right? Like, it hurts his training, and he's super marketable. He's got more shit that's going on, but he's reaching at this point. Like, he's making an effort to be uh, successful on the social media, which bothers me. So, huh. All right, go launch the boat. Going fishing. Oh, it sounds good. What are you gonna? You don't. What are you searching for? Marlin, yellowtail. What is it that you like to catch out there? Giant tuna. What are you gonna go fishing for? I was trying to figure out what Andrew's going fishing for. Andrew, I've been big. I've caught some big fish. I'm not a fisherman. I was almost raped by dolphins once, and I've been bitten by plenty of sea creatures. I've seen sharks. Sea lions scare me. Who was the most scary? It wasn't the fucking little sea otter. The sea otter was biting my feet, my footies. You know, we wear boots to when we're surfing. Why would you eat that stuff? Is that yummy? Shark meat? I don't know. I guess it is. See, that's the advantage of being Mexican. When you go into the Sea of Cortez or the Pacific side, you get some good ass fish, bro. We get yellowfin tuna, we get El Dorado. Man, you get sick of catching. I hope so too. I hope everyone did as well. I mean, it's not really a good card of a call. You know, I feel simple with it, and at least I did it early, right? So I don't know if that gives me any credibility, but whatever, bro. I hope you do well in the fishing, which I think you will. But get some other things than shark. Hope you catch something that's yummy. And throw out some nets, maybe. Throw out a crab net. Throw out some, like, get some calamari. I mean, get some octopus or something else to eat. You know what I mean? Get something else yummy. Because I don't think shark is that yummy. I've had shark numerous times. I just don't think it's that yummy. You just like the adventure of it. You like the reeling them in. Yeah. It was a big waste of time. It's like when I go out to those places and you're catching, not eel. What are the other pieces of shit? Finally, JoJo's back. Andrew was missing you. He wants a chili dog. Yeah, well, not the shark. Barracuda. So Andrew, in Mexico, when we're surfing we're on the Pacific and we're fishing, you could catch barracuda a ton. They're just, they're the worst because they eat all your bait and your limited bait where you're at, right? As you know, Andrew, you got to go out at X amount of hours with your small boat, big boat. So you're fishing in these basically the barracuda schools steal all your bait. And then you can't catch the tuna. You can't catch the dorado. Can't catch any of the good fish. And they keep at it. They're vicious. Andrew, you got credit over here, man. People always want to see you. So keep on coming back. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button on the way out, brother. I appreciate it. Andrew, we like you. So now I'm 6 beers in. I am a little buzzed now. I didn't eat most of the day. Andrew's got a boat. Andrew's a rich motherfucker. You got a boat. Actually, not necessarily. He's still a cool motherfucker, though. Jojo, where'd you go? We were having a discussion. Now it's a discussion of two. I was made fun of. Oh, yeah. Australia it's going to take time because when you go there, it takes so much time to get there. And then it's such a big country. So, yeah, Australia is top of the list. I don't know what Australia's gambling. He's obviously gambling pretty good. That dude's got money. He got a 2K parlay. You know, he's out there spending that Al money on his 2K parlay. He put, where did he put it? He put 2K on Chris Mutino, AJ, which I agree with, AJ Fletcher, and Terrence McKinney. 2K to pay 20. That's pretty good, man. I wouldn't have put Mutino in there. I would have left Mutino out and threw the 2K on AJ and McKinney. You know? But I might have to follow him. I might have to do a little something on the Australian parlay. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to bet on Mutino. I mean, he made some good points, but you're basically paying the same price for Mutino as you would a lot. I just don't like that. I just don't want to deal with that. No way. No way. I'd rather take the Canetti the dog at plus 120. You know, I got my issues with Argentinian dudes, but it is what it is. So, Joe, you're telling me I've been wearing this whole thing this whole time for nothing. I'm wearing this. You told me to wear this, put it on. Been on here for like 2 hours. Hurt my neck. I'm just throwing it away. Only me and you. It's me and you, Joey. Which it always is. Oh, good for you guys, man. I didn't bet anything, thank God. I think that's the best thing that happened to me is that I can't bet live. You know? Even Ranj has like these picks, like these guys have like guys have these other picks and other like, you know, I did it for a bit, you know, I was making some basketball picks and man, I hated when I lose my basketball picks because I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I didn't watch any of the season. I don't know who the fuck this is. And I was just like making wild choices. But maybe that's okay. You know, because here I am trying to make educated choices and maybe I lose tomorrow. Maybe I get wiped out. You know what I mean? I get wiped out. Like I don't know about your bet on Jillian, full bore. To be quite honest, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what camp he's in. I'd rather go African and go full bore on Dolce rather than Robertson. But I like Robertson. And I like that her line dropped. Right? Ah. Well, that's good. Joe, you're indiscriminate. Like I'm a mark. Right? Like when you're with me, people think we're high rollers, you know? And they think I'm a high roller. Right? So, but when you're by yourself, you're indiscriminate. Nobody could tell how much cash you have. And that's why Al Noah last time, we all told him, counting all his cash all the time. He was winning some big money. But you can't just be, you know, let the guys call, you know, I know he's a little, but you can't be showing that cash. Right? Like dudes are gonna watch that shit. And they're gonna catch on like, hey, this guy gets buzzed here and he's winning a lot of cash. They're gonna catch on. There's guys there that will take advantage of it in some way or another. In some way or another, even the casino. Yeah, I think they were making comments towards us. Yeah, they were. That guy was a little too loud. I wanted to say something, but I let him be. You gotta let those people be, man. Because I'm the same way about certain things too. You know, I might get a little loud about something too. You know, and I never aim it at anybody. You know, but I think he was aiming it at us. I felt like he was yelling in our ears, and you know, he was a hater. It's all right. Let him be. We're doing something right. We're doing something right. And they can't do shit about it. Not just in there, outside. I'm just saying that. Because haters going to make me money. Haters are going to, you want to come and start problems with me, you're going to be giving your shit to me. You're giving it up. It's going to be a one-way, not just dialogue. It's going to be a one-way, that's just a fact. This is the way it's going to happen. Like, cause I got nothing. He's trying to rob somebody that's got $300, $500 in his pocket, $1,000 in their pocket, while he's got like fucking $5,000 in his pocket. What do you think is going to happen? where's 8-6? 8-6, I got you, bro. I got you. Bring the chain, man. Bring the chain. Come on, dude. Bring the chain up. No, I'm not going to the casino. I'll meet you tomorrow. There's no need for me to go to the casino, bro. No need. I'm already a little buzzed. I had like 6 beers. Didn't eat. I was fucking in a meeting and did all this other shit. I'm gonna eat right now a little bit. Probably annoy my brother. It'll be all right. But yeah, I'm gonna have some more beers. I ain't fucking. I'm going to the casino tomorrow in the afternoon. And we're doing this now, so they have to do it in the morning. Other people do it in the morning. Hey, I got your picks in the morning. Let's talk about Cody Brundage for the fucking 10th time. You know, I already feel like I've already talked about this shit, bro. Like we already did it. You know what I mean? We already covered all this, and dudes just repeat themselves just to get views. And you know, and at this time, you know what? I was flipping, and now I want Damon Jackson, and I want him by finish, by submission. He is the leech. By submission, he is. Oh, plus 400. What a great number. Oh my God. I'm such a genius. Get the fuck out of here. I was waiting for the weigh-in, and when he drank his beer and then smoked a little of that weed, I was like, damn, that's the dude I need to bet on. That was my bet. Dude smokes weed, drinks a beer, other dude's on coconut water, smoking some little vape. No, I'm on this guy. Get the fuck out of here. No, I mean, I don't want to be bad on people, but I heard some shit today with some people, you know, like, oh, I want to get up there. I want to see they have sunglasses on. You know, like, I hear it all, man. I hear it all. These guys. Thursday, Friday, I let the floods open in. I listen to all these guys. And every time, as months have gone by and years, and I only have 200, I don't get, we have 3 people watching us. I don't want to listen to these guys anymore. I don't want to listen to them anymore. There are certain guys that they have a show, and I don't have a show. I want to make a show. Like your guys have a show. They're actors. They're not. They sure they gamble. Man, you gamble, and you're winning better than me. Well, you got your own spot. Tim, did you not watch the content? Come on, Tim. I appreciate you dropping in. I hate when Tim doesn't watch the content. He comes in right away. I like that, though, in a way, Tim, because it's Friday. That means you're making your own fucking judgments. And that's what we're talking about, Tim, is like making your own determination of your own bets. You're not watching people. You're not going online. You're not fucking listening to the Tapology. I got you, amigo. I got you, brother. I got you, Tim. I'm backing you here, bro. Slow down. I appreciate it, Tim. Man, you got Moutinho in there, too. You are crazy. And you got, smell this burger. Yeah, I like that parlay, bro. I would eliminate Moutinho and just keep the Maverick. And I'm scared of Maverick. And I'm scared of Robertson. And I was wanting to back AJ, but I think Smellisberger is being underrated because, like, well, how many he's another Gain White Contender Series winner, right? And I'm already on one. So we have to be careful with that. But I got you, Tim. I'm sorry to come at you, Tim. I like that you don't listen to everybody right away. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry to do that too. I don't like come Thursday, Jim. I was just mentioning to Joey. Come Thursday, Friday, that's when I let the vaults out. When I start to listen to everybody, you know, I start to get an influx of influence. Man, because it's Tim. You're right, bro. There are a lot of people like me full of shit. People make some bad picks, man, or just haven't got the right read. Not necessarily full of shit, but maybe I didn't do the research well enough. You know? And Tim started off as a hater or whatever, but now, whatever. Tim knows his shit. Tim wants to win money. Those are the people I want in my audience. I don't want, whatever, man. I just don't get it. I do get it. Other people just want to be, I'm not an entertainer. I'd rather be background. I'd rather hire Tim to be the front man. I've never met Tim. Tim, where do you work? I don't know where you work at. I'd rather you be giving this information than me. Yes, the toughness of Moutinho is insane. I get it. And he has a wild card. But what offense have we seen from him, Tim? Like, what offense? Like, that's my concern. His offensive output. Yes, the dude could take, like, hella strikes. The dude could get wrecked and still come forth. But what offense has he produced? He hasn't produced any wrestling. Nothing. Big three in the D. I don't even know what that means. I'm scared of that, Tim. Tim, wait. Don't leave. Hey, Tim, I want to let you know that your opinion carries weight now, right? Because you're back. Right? Are you here? You're back, Tim. You're back, and you're participating. So, I should have put P right back. He didn't hear me. So your opinion matters. Like to me, it gives you more credibility because you participate with me, and you've been coming back and you're listening, and so you're about better. Tim's about better. Tim fucking wants to make money. Tim is about that life. Like, Tim knows about having tickets. Tim knows about having a job and shouldn't bet, but makes that bet. Or Tim makes a lot of money and he's smart enough to know, hey, I can make some more money this way. But I know these kinds of people. And I wish I knew more of them. I do. But I know Tim's live. You know? Tim started off a hate. Tim was like an argument, and I agree with him. Like, but Tim, I'm parlay betting this card. Hopefully it is the card to parlay bet. I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. No? Jojo, you have to realize that... Jojo, you still there? Hit me with a thumbs up or something. You're going to not say anything. Fuck, I'm going to have to fucking... I'm not going to erase this one either. I think it's just me and Tim. We're not even. Moutinho. Damn. I think that Tim's parlay is a very good parlay. I like Tim's parlay. I like it. That was like my secondary parlay. I have part of it in it. I just did Miranda Maverick and Pieta, but I like his parlay. Threw a dog in there, or maybe when Moutinho was a dog. Robertson's number has come down. Schmellenberger's to come down. Pieta's numbers come down a little bit. Even right now, that's a solid parlay. Like, what you guys don't understand is, like, you don't need to look at, you want that chalk money, chalk, that's fine. You want that favorite parlay? It's picking the correct favorites and picking the correct dogs. It's always that. It's always the specification. It's not just like, oh shit, you just can't be, or else everybody else, like, or else I'm useless. And everybody else that you listen to is useless. We don't need you. We just need to bet against the odds. Right? I can make a channel like that where we're just betting against the odds. And I used to do that where we just look and I showed you all my, and I don't mind still doing that. Like, look at all the best prop bets. And I could do that, and I'm going to get these guys do that through the week. And they give it to you in a little summation at the end of the week, whatever. No, but you need that at the beginning of the week, right? You need that at the beginning of the week. And I'm not that person. I threw out my stuff at the beginning of the week, and I got some more reviews, which I appreciate. But I had, like, if I don't have a solid read or if I don't have the time, I can't do the research and I can't produce that and make that happen, right? I mean, it took me a while, and I love it. Like that, Lou Giambata went down, and I like it. Well, Gillian Anderson went back up, right? Her number went back up. Like, I think it should be more of an even money match. A lot of people are like, well, I don't like it. I'm like, I would rather go with a dog. But like at this point, JJ Aldrich was like a plus 200 underdog. You should have jumped on her last week. Damon Jackson was plus 200. Like, Trevin Jones, I like the Trevin, again, I'm going to mention this again. Trevin Jones' number's held. Mazo Sabina, her number has gone up, right? So she's a better dog. Tafan now is a bigger dog. Good to wait. Smellisberger gone down. Everybody's jumping on that AJ train. Everybody is. Sadiq Youssef and Alex Caceres, that number has remained the same. Oh, okay. There's only one person watching, which means that's me. And we're repeating myself. So, okay. So there is nothing to talk about then. Because there's nobody here. Big 3 in the D. Well, I guess we'll have to talk tomorrow. When the fights are over. Let me know if you guys will join me. I didn't even talk fighting anyways. How much fighting did I actually talk tonight? We'll see. As you see, people, we don't have to talk fighting. Talk about anything you want to talk. JoJo and these guys, maybe. Not maybe. I don't even look at the Bellator numbers. Let me just mention some of the favorites on Bellator. Josh Augustine, minus 335. Diana Avaskarova, minus 670 in a women's bout. Romero Cotton, minus 667. Roman Faraldo, minus 835. Joanne Howard, minus 435. Wait, Cody Law, minus 2,000. What's up, MMA Asphalt? I was reading off some of these Bellator lines. Phil Davis, minus 335. How do people make money? You have to bet dogs and the right dogs in Bellator. Asphalt, I thought that nobody was here. How's your gambling going? How's your channel going? Actually, not your channel, Asphalt. How's your gambling going, brother? I hope you do well tomorrow. I'm about to go off to. Yeah, you know, I've been looking for 6ix9ine, man. You know, that crazy that what do they call that movie? You know, sup. Where's my target at? Where's my target at? No way. You're able to. How are you able to bet Eagle FC?
I couldn't bet it. Diego was like minus 1,600. And then I would have bet him. Even without the beers. Or more. Like at one point he probably was worse. Lee was hurt. Diego's just not, he's just not all there. I mean, his coaches told him, man, how are you able to bet the Eagle parlay? I don't even know what that is, man. That's something. Are you in Europe or some other? I mean, I don't even want to bother with that stuff, man. I bet cash. I bet cash for tickets, which has its own problems and its own difficulties. And in fact, I want to. In fact, I need to make a video about that because I need to. I have an idea. Let me write it down. Write it down. I doubt that they give me an interview, but I'd like to make an interview with one of the managers at the casino on betting. Right? Let's like make an interview about live, like actual physical betting. Like you guys are internet betting, and I'd like to make an interview of that. But I cash bet. Right? So I'd like to make an interview about the rules of cash betting, because that's what I'm about. Right? Like, you guys need to understand, like, there are certain rules in the casino that are different than other places. But most of you guys, okay, so yeah, you have to. Yeah, even there you have issues though. MMA Asphalt, and I got Canadian roots too, baby. Ow. I like your Canadian. I like your content, MMA Asphalt. I lived in Canada too. I lived in Vancouver for 7 years. And that you have to bet the Canadian websites. Yeah, you should make a video about that MMA Asphalt. I mean, like, because people don't know that shit. That differentiates you as a gambler from a lot of other gamblers. You know, like, and you can just make that a cultural thing. Like, hey, you can make it whatever how you make it. Because that's what I'm about. Initially, that was my intent. With the channel was to teach people just the procedures of gambling. You know, like I could have made it. You know, like they don't want to tell you that. You know, like if you were a poker handler or a dealer, right? Oh, you're from Alberta originally. Oh, good for you, man. Yeah, man. I lived in. My son lives in. Victoria Island in BC. My son still lives there. I lived in Vancouver, Canada, China Creek, you know, North Van, you know, places like that. I miss that place, man. I miss North Vancouver. I miss Victoria too. No, there are rules to gambling, right? Like, you have, if you go to the teller, for example, here MMA Asphalt, let me tell you a big, simple point. So if they're in our gambling establishments in or outside of Chicago or in Illinois, they have key socks, for example. Just a simple thing, you have a key sock. If you go to that key sock and you put your money in and you make a bet, you have less corrective recourse than if you went to the teller. And that's a big deal, right? Because when you go to the key sock, it has these options. I did this once recently where I thought like I saw a good number on, I forget what the grappler was. Like it said yes by no by. I pressed the no by finish because I saw a number. I normally just bet the finish. I was like, damn, the finish, boom. Oh, plus 115 finish. That's good. That's better than the submission line, right? So I pressed the wrong tab. I made the wrong mistake, right? So when I went to the teller, and the fight was still not happening yet. If I had done the bet with the teller, he could have corrected it, right? If I made the mistake with the teller, as I gave him my cash personally, like in the casino, he could have corrected it. No, well, that's why we're talking about this. That's why this is Asphalt. This is why I started the channel. This is what I'm talking about. And I don't know the rules where you're at. And you have to look at the online rules because you know you've accepted all this kind of shit, man. So I went up to the teller and said, yo, even before the fight started, and then the fight started right when I was doing it, he was like, you were at the teller? Can't help you, bro. But if I had made the bet at the teller, which even though they tell you, and they probably ain't gonna get it wrong, but if they got it wrong, they'll listen to it. The eye in the sky will watch it, and they'll hear you speak, and they'll see you giving the thumbs up. And so you have to give the thumbs up when you make your cash bet. Give me the thumbs up. They'll tell you this. Give me the thumbs up, and you give the thumbs up, and you're good, right? So at that point, you could argue it, but if you said something, and even though you gave the thumbs up, and they made a mistake, they would refund you your money. But not on the key sock. Key sock, is that the correct term? Right? So that's the difference between cash bet. Like I cash bet. And online, you have no choice. You're just done. But basically, when you're on the key sock, you're not cash betting anymore, even though you throw cash in it. That's the thing that pisses me off, is that you're throwing cash in it, and if you make a mistake on the buttons, you're fucked, and they can't correct it at the teller station without enough leeway or enough time to do it. So you have to, determine. And I'm glad you mentioned this because I think this is what my gambling channel is all about. I'm not able to gamble online, and I don't know why. I was not approved. Yeah, Joey's back. MMA Asphalt making some good points over here, Joey. This is what the channel is supposed to be. It's about educating people about gambling, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not about the pussy. Nobody needs about pussy and dick, dude. No, seriously, don't worry about this guy, JoJo. He's just Joey. His picks are good. But we have to understand the rules online and live are different, right? And there are rules, right? MMA Asphalt, even your shit online is guaranteed. So I've learned this. And that's why I'm going to definitely keep this on. Hope nobody's going to ever make it here to learn about this shit. And they're not going to even know because they haven't been through that experience, right? Or unless they have, right? And like you haven't yet, right? You haven't been that live experience yet. But when you go to a casino, MMA Asphalt, your gambling rules change. Well, you can still do it on your phone. And I suggest you do. But even there, you have, like you got to make sure you cash out and do your shit properly too, because you could get fucked. Or you could take advantage of the casinos as well. As JoJo could attest to. Because the casino makes mistakes. But when you make a mistake, you're accountable for it. Like they don't accept, you can even show them. They'll make you'll go through a rigmarole. If they messed up, like you're going to have to go through a lot of hoops and ladders to correct it. Whereas they make a mistake, you need to take advantage of it, and they have to pay you. And that, so, but I've had that a lot of times. No, it's different. There's house rules. They're house rules. They differ from house to house. And here's something for you, MMA Asphalt. The online rules and the house rules for the same business are different. Do you understand that? I'm serious. I was trying to forget a response, probably delay. But there are different rules because most live casinos use an online distributor or a subsidiary for their gambling. They're located in, most of them are not, what was that, Joey? Joey, where was our place located at and still is? Oh man, that's why this Russian thing fucks shit up. It was in a, no. MMA Asphalt, you have to get the best lines possible where you get them at, without a doubt. But I don't know what your bet. I've not bet with Betway, and sometimes those casinos could be man, if they're skewed and you could take advantage of them, then you do. But they may have a rule where they don't have an online app and you have to be present there. And I don't know what it is in Canada. MMA Asphalt, do you have to approve? Here in Illinois, in Chicago, Illinois, you have to basically apply for a gambling license, which I was denied. I don't know why I was denied. I'm not a business, but I was not granted online gambling status, right? So I'm not like, I don't get it. I don't get it. All these people could create accounts. I was denied. Maybe my credit. In Canada, being a socialist society, you probably have the same thing. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I'd like to know that. You should make MMA Asphalt. You should make a piece about that, right? Make content about bettering, being a better gambler, understanding the rules. Exactly. Why isn't FanDuel available to you? Because it's not Canadian approved. You live in a different country, in a different nation that has different standards, and you could make a bet through an American, right? Or somebody else. You transfer the money, all this other shit. But that's why, I mean, that's initially, I created this channel, and that's what all I'm about, was trying to help people with the rules of gambling. Not the process or making picks, but there are rules to this shit. There are things that you don't know about, even online gambling, and people assume they're like, oh, because I had this issue with Bovada. I don't bet Bovada anymore. I haven't bet Bovada in 20 years. Because when they first came out, they ripped me off. Like, you know how they ripped me off here? Here's a simple thing, MMA Asphalt. So they had a minimum bet, a minimum balance, and if anything was less than their minimum bet or their minimum balance, they were legally able to just take that money. So they were able to basically take like 70 bucks from me if I didn't make a bet over a certain amount of time, right? It doesn't matter, but they were able to take it from you legally, and you had no recourse because it's part of their terms of service. So if you leave, everybody has that. If you leave X amount of money in your account on Monkey Knife Fights or DraftKings, say you leave 17 bucks and the minimum bet is 20, they get to keep that 17 bucks. There is a recourse, but it takes so long, right? So So now we're talking MMA Asphalt. I like you brought this shit up because this is shit I want to talk about on my channel. I'd like to talk about it all day. Not the gambling part, the rules of gambling, the protocol of gambling, the etiquette of gambling. That is more important to me because most people don't know that shit. Most people don't know stuff that happens in a casino. When you find a ticket in the casino, you can't touch that. It's property of the casino. Like say you found a casino or a ticket on the key sock, right? Or MMA Asphalt, you went to the casino, you found $1,000 on the floor. Just a couple chips, whatever. Guess what? You don't own those chips. There is no finders losers. Right? I tried to tell this to people on one of my other, not my streams, but other videos. You don't make that money. You don't get that money. It's not your money. It's the casino's money at that point. Right? So that was a start. That's why I wanted to start my channel. From the start, it wasn't about like being the smartest guy or making these picks. It was trying to help people like, yo, you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. You guys fucking are subject to so many rules. You know, and then eventually got into the picks, but it was really about trying to teach people how to bout better, how to be better gamblers. And I had to learn the hard way. So I've already lost. I've lost money. Almost got arrested. Jojo was, Al was there when I almost got arrested. Over $100 ticket. But I did tell the guys to call for backup. So there you go, MMA Asphalt. Never threaten security. Never argue against security. Never argue against a teller. Do not present any aggression towards those people. You will get arrested. And banned. And banned. And they have all the justification. And when you go to the judge, they're going to stick this pencil up your butt. Right? They're going to, you got no, they protect the casino, especially Canada. MMA Asphalt, I know about Canadian gambling. I know about the Canadian gambling business. And casinos rule their towns. Just like us over here in Rosemont. Especially in Canada. But I like the way the Canadians deal with the casinos. But that's a different matter. A good discussion, though. We could discuss that MMA Asphalt. I'm glad you came in. We mentioned good points to people. And I got other ones. And online, you better read. You better understand what online gambling means. Yeah, they took themselves out of Russia, but do they have the legal reasoning to? They could do the same thing to you. Right? Like they freeze your assets. That's not cool, Jojo. Those gamblers are owed their money. Who cares about the government of fucking Russia? Those gamblers should get their cash. Just like the OnlyFans, they should get their money. And Canada is the same way. You got to be careful when you're gambling in Canada. No, you don't have to pay for a gambling license per se, MMA Asphalt. I had to get approved for, yeah, we're tipsy. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. I had to get approved for it. And I don't know what and the woman told me that she didn't tell me for what reason, that I had to talk to the Illinois Gambling Commission. I believe is like what you guys have, like you can't be, like, because the government controls your MMA Asphalt, the government controls your gambling ability. So if you're on, like, what do you guys call it, like unemployment, whatever it is you are on, because I know you guys got a good program, they ain't going to let you gamble. Right? And I think I was on unemployment when I applied for it. So maybe Illinois didn't approve me. That's my assumption. Because that's what I would do if I were a Canadian government, which is different because your governing body, and there's nobody like. I mean, yeah, so we're gonna talk about how much I know about government. You're in a part of a different socialist nation. You are a socialist nation, and your governing body is not only provincial and governmental, but like in the gambling sense, it's the whole nation, right? And it's smart to do it that way. And I was denied, because maybe I was on unemployment when I did it. And MMA Asphalt, a lot of your Canadian guys are on that. What do they, I don't know, leeway, whatever you fucking call it. So they prevent you from being online gambler, to use that money that you're getting from the government to gamble. Which I did pretty damn well. Because it came in a check form or a pre-check form, where I don't know how but I think that we're in two different governmental commission systems. That's, you guys have more restrictive, difficult time betting than we do. But there are other aspects of Canadian gambling that probably are better. Where my chains at? Let me go get a beer. Wait, MMA Asphalt, don't leave. I got another good point. I got another point for you about Canadian government, about gambling. I got a good point. All right, Asphalt, you still here? Asphalt? Joby, anybody else here? Asphalt wants to hear that. I don't know how old you are, Asphalt. This is my point about gambling, right? A lot of nations have allowed gambling for a long time. You know what's a major gambling country? Asphalt. Give me some answers of this. What are some of the most major countries that allow legal gambling? You'd be surprised about this. Somebody in history happening right now. No, not the age. The country. Even peaceful countries. One of my favorite countries in the world, a peaceful country, has legal gambling. And one of the most dictatorial countries had legal gambling. I wonder how it was. No, yeah, the states are pretty good. Russia. Costa Rica. That's my contrarian, like the extremes, right? Totalitarian state that allows gambling in certain ways, and then the most liberal ways that allows gambling in certain ways too. No, China? Hell no. No way. China has Hong Kong a little bit for that, and they try to use Hong Kong because Hong Kong is, but I think gambling has been limited there and cut off. But Russia and places like Costa Rica, gambling in Costa Rica is legal. where was my main intent point? I had a point about this. Not just with the Russians, but the Costa Ricans. That's all right. You don't have to be it. Well, I mean, I put my content at a age restriction, but no. What was I trying to say? What was my point about these people make a lot of money from gambling, and the governments do. I forgot what my fucking point was. That the most, all right, somewhere in between of like the most dictatorial, horrible country allows gambling. And then the most peaceful country, one of the most peaceful countries in the world allows gambling. And somewhere in between was my point. Because besides them all making money, they had rules. Oh, man. I don't know, MMA Asphalt. You got me there. I'm like 8 beers in now. And I didn't eat earlier, but I wanted to make this point. I thought about it and I missed it. It's all good. Hopefully you're gonna make some money. I would say, regardless of what age you are, be very aware of what business that you're dealing with, right? Like even if you're in insurance, even if you're in, whenever you're giving money to people as an investment, because even like in our country a few decades ago, like only like 10, 15 years ago, some of the investment firms like went under, our 401k. A lot of our stocks went down. A lot of our money just decayed. Like this. I don't even know what that means. He's in 6 foot deep. He's 6 foot deep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's okay. You're more deep than I am. You're like Andrew. Andrew's still got a boat. Andrew's going fishing. I'm still going to have a beer tomorrow. I'm still going to go to the casino looking like a rich man. I still have food and water. I'm not like the Ukrainians, I'm not cold, I'm hot. I'm nice and warm. I'm almost sweating. We're in goddamn Target up here. It's just you and me and Asphalt. Would you have any questions for me about any of my bets tomorrow? I don't really care about that much. I should just go flow with this, but I like you, MMA Asphalt. You always participate in my shit. Just be aware that the house is not your friend. Your HR department at work is not your friend. Your union, unfortunately, sometimes isn't your friend. Right? Like the rules are there for normally your employers and other people's benefit. It's not for you. Right? Like nowadays in the world, we don't have any jabs to get back at people. Well, you have to. Did you not watch my content? I already have all my parlays set. I got my round robins, as you know, with Sadiq Youssef. I have it with Jared Basharat, right? I got it with, I didn't get it with fucking this guy. My content always speaks for itself, bro. Magomed Ankalaev, Song Yudong. Yeah, man. Hey, I've changed my persona, and I might change it too. I might change it too, but look at this is different for me. I don't ever wear this stuff. I never do this stuff, man. It's cool. It's fun. Now, I should be more creative. I should do more outlandish, fun stuff. You know what I mean? But you have to also stick to yourself in terms of your picks and what your views are. And we all see a fight differently. I appreciate that MMA Asphalt. I mean, it is what it is. You know, we'll see. We'll see how the pigs do. The love ain't there. I ain't there for the love. That's not true. I mean, I do make this the content, to be honest. I like it. I like it. I don't like my content, but I like whenever I find anybody that's down with me, man. It's just so rewarding, and it makes it worth it. Cause ooh, the Hail Mary, yeah, thank you. All right, let's go, MMA. Let's go, MMA Asphalt. The Hail Mary parlay. Okay, all UFC and MMA. Ooh, no, not that fucking shit. That's a good one. Okay, I'll take Jillian Robertson on the money line, starting one. I only get 9 picks. I'm gonna go with the Dolce. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't want to throw that. I don't even want to bet on that. Hell no, and I don't want to bet on that either. So here, oh shit. Here's an interesting one because that gives me plus money, and I'm gonna read it off to you, the brother. Well, I'm gonna read it off to you. Is it in there? Yeah, 3 pigs. Whew. Oh my god. And I'm gonna say yes to that. Oh man, yeah, I hate that pick. I don't want to do that yet. Hold on, MMA Asphalt. I'm building it. I'm on Dolce, man. Dude, people think Dolce. Dude, here it is, bro. Fucking Brundy is just he's gonna dig, he's gonna crotch dig. Everybody goes back to what they do, right? Like, I'm a wrestler, MMA Asphalt, and I've studied Kung Fu and Thai boxing, but if I see a hole to wrestle, first thing I'm doing wrestling. I'm gonna go back to what is best of me. What I learned first, you're gonna go back to that. You can't fight it. It's intuitive. It's just your nature. It's it's the dog and the frog and the scorpion. You're gonna go back to what you do best. You know what sucks about Dolce is that he only throws a 1-2. The guy needs a boxing coach. He needs I think he got a better camp. I think he got a better camp because the guy's striking is just horrible, bro. Wait, let me build this fucking parlay for you, man. But I'm on Dolce because you're the dog, and I hate Dolce though. I don't like that bet, but I did the footage, and Brundage has no striking either. They both throw the same shit, the same 1-2. They are horrible. There's no combination. There's no overhand. There's no from neither of them. So I'm going to take Dolce from the power perspective. And Dolce has the underrated grappling game. He's quicker. I'm giving you the dirty parlay. Here it is. Here, take it easy. I'm giving it to you. Oh, I'm going to still put him in there. I'm not putting Mazzo in there. I'm not doing that. Sadiq. Song. Pieta. All right, I got my 9. Here's my 9. Here's my 9 at plus 5,100. So if you bet $10, you would win. Oh, didn't even tell me. Jillian Robertson, Dolce Giambula. Oh, that's why it didn't let me do that. Actually, I could add another one. It's an 8 pick. It's not that good. Let me see here. Let me see. It's just an 8 pick. It's going to be what it is. I'll take Jillian Robertson on the money line. Dolce Giambula on the money line. Javid Basharat on the money line. Miranda Maverick on the money line, even though that fucking line is too wide and I don't like it. I'd almost rather take the dog. But I just, I always got to take the wrestler. Sodiq Yusuff at minus 250. Song Yadong at minus 278. Alex Pieta at minus 182. And Anikalev, Anikameyev, I would throw a $10 on it. Maybe throw that up to 15. 15 bucks. That's good enough. I mean, I've made bets like that, and I've won them, but not a lot, man. I mean, I'm honest. I've won 8-pick parlay. Might as well be the 9-pick parlay. I've only won 4 in the past 2 years. I don't do no distance props anymore with them, and I could get there, but I'm not gonna do with that. Like I don't know. I should do those dirty parlays and more, but I'm not playing it. I'm not playing the parlay, I'm telling you. I'm playing what I told you. If you go check my content, everything that I talked about, I bet. Right? I bet Song Yadong with Sadiq Yusuff, with Javid Basharat, and Anikalev Magomedov in a round parlay. Right? I wanted to bet these other prop things. I wanted to bet these other... And man, the lines are not good, man. This is not a good card to bet. The Vegas is not doing you a favor. Right? So don't look for those. Nah, yeah. I mean, you could do that, man, but... I mean, that's true Hail Mary. I get it. That's fun, but I've learned because even if you're a small micro bettor... Think of it. You're putting that $10 parlay and you're betting $2 prop bets over here and all this. It just eats into your profit. You know what I mean? You have to have some stability in what your investments are. You can just, like, this isn't Bitcoin. And even if it was. Wow. Fletcher's unproven. We don't know shit about Fletcher. Dude's a monster. He's horrible size disadvantage. Smellisberger has underrated wrestling. Can Fletcher outstrength him immediately in round 1? I think if you bet Fletcher, you bet him by finish. What is that? You bet Fletcher by finish. What's that bet? What's that line? My computer works when it wants to work. Plus 300. That's a good line, bro. Plus 300. Even Fletcher by submission, plus 600. If you bet him, just bet him by that. But I don't think so. But good luck this weekend, AML. So I'm going to probably head out here. Been here for fucking hours. And now I've finally gotten drunk. Or buzzed. I don't think it's a great betting card. I would stay away. Don't invest a lot in this card. If you haven't invested in it now, that's what I need to write to myself. No more money. You know what I mean? No more money. No more money. Damon? Oh, Damon, hell no. By sub? Damon Jackson by submission? Is that what you're saying? Plus 400 over here. Nah. I mean, he could find it. He probably will. Actually, it's plus 400, yeah. Yeah, I'm just so invested in my parlays. Even if we don't make money, it's all right. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate we covered some aspects, maybe cover some other aspects, whatever. Yeah, I'm a little buzzed now. Hey. You too, man. Thank you, Asphalt. I'm about to head out. Let me see if anybody else is here. Is there anybody else here? Anyone has a question? Giving you guys 30 seconds. I'm taking off the chain. I think it's heavy. Ugh. So let me thank God. Alright, good night. And you guys know. So is this it on this side or is it on this side? If you made it this far, you are about better. All right, guys. Good night.